And if you've got a gold coin and gold goes to $6,000 and it's selling for $625, $6,250, it's going to be hard to buy a loaf of bread with that. So you do want smaller coins, and I champion them.
All right, Leopold's 1867 to 1882, in extra fine condition, $235 a piece. Buy 20 of them. That's $4,700 delivered to your door, shipping including. Well, it's included, and including the 1-year subscription to the International Forecaster. Already have one? Good. Send it to Aunt Lily or Uncle Ben. Not as in Bernanke. But at any rate, 20 of those coins will run you $4,700 delivered. 800-691-7898. We've got a bank of calls here. We'll get to your calls right after the top of the hour break. John Stadtmiller here. Robbie Noel, Mr. Robert Chapman of the International Forecaster. We'll be back in einem Moment. Ladies and gentlemen, hour 2 of the National Intel Report. We have phone calls coming up here. I have but one bone to pick with you, Mr. Noel.
Uh-oh.
Why did you take my Andy Jackson coin off of the site?
It's there.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. Look on the left-hand column.
Oh, gosh. What? Do you have a picture of it up there still?
No.
Oh. Well,
it's right there. It's right there where it says silver coins, Andrew Jackson medallion.
Okay, then. All right, just checking.
You can't see it?
I'm not looking at it right now. I looked at it earlier, and I didn't see it. At any rate, to the phones we go. Doug in Oklahoma. Hello, Doug. Hi, go ahead.
Okay. First of all, I think all y'all are very great. No one better than the other one, but I think the trifecta is incredible. I have a question which I've never heard asked or answered. For round numbers, I think I'm accurate here. We have about 300 million Americans, 100 million are children, so that leaves 200 million adults. What's the exposure? How many people that might even not know where their retirement accounts are, how many people are at risk of exposure to the markets falling, which I think is going to happen? I think it's inevitable.
All right, so how many of the 200 million adults, now are we including the, 30 million plus still illegals here, so we can scratch them off?
Yeah, I'm not including them.
Okay, so we got maybe 150, 170 million people. How many of these people know, if they do have retirement funds, where their retirement fund is invested in?
Well, yeah, and just the exposure, how many millions of Americans are going to suffer when the markets probably do what we think they're going to do?
Well, they inevitably have to do that. Bob?
Well, 18.5% of people are in conventional retirement plans. There are probably another 25% who are in 401ks or variation thereof, and probably about 40 to 45% have IRAs of one form or another. And those who are in pension and profit-sharing plans, we'll just call them pensions, those pension plans, by and large, are probably 85% in stocks in the stock market. And about 5% are in exotic investments like hedge funds and real estate, mostly commercial. And the rest of the money is tied up in private deals where they invest in research and things like that. And up until June, this last June, year to year, Harvard lost 27%, and Yale lost 30%. CalPERS lost 35%. That's the biggest in the world.
Okay, hold on, Doug. If you have any follow-up or comments, just hang on the line. Dave, Dan, Tom, Dave, and others will get to your calls right after this.
With your host, John Stadtmiller.
All right, we are back here. Doug, was there anything else that you wanted to do a follow-up on or a comment?
Well, I just find that, and I didn't know exactly the numbers involved, but I agree with that. And I think when this thing goes down, I think it's going to be more devastating than a lot of us know that are in the arena of awareness.
Well,
I think.
Yeah.
Well, if Dave Tice is right with a Dow of 3,600, and I predicted 38 to 4,200 if we're lucky, then you're looking at losses at that level of 60% in those pension and profit sharing. We could go down to 1,050. I mean, who knows where this thing will go? Nobody does. But just based on those, what I call conservative estimates, and incidentally, David Rosenberg, the defrocked analyst and economist at Merrill Lynch, who was thrown out of his job because he predicted the fall in the market and where it would stop, he says the same thing that Dave Tice and I do, and that is they're not going to fix this problem. And if you can exit from a pension or profit plan, sharing plan, do so. Most people can't because they lose their jobs. If you are in a position where you've got cash value life insurance policies or annuities, almost all of which, except mutual companies, are in the stock market, you want out. And if you can arrange to take care of your own money through transferring into an IRA or something like that, you want to do that, and you want to buy coins through Gold Star, shares through your broker, mix it up a little bit, and then you'll be safe. And incidentally, there's no guarantee on money market funds anymore as of last Friday, so you don't want your money in there. And the only other alternative I can think of for people who have enough gold and silver-related assets or just refuse to buy them is the sovereign treasury bonds of Canada and Switzerland. And that's it.
There is a change going on in Canada, by the way. You just sparked my memory here. They're doing away with their hate crime legislation up there.
That's right.
Ooh.
Absolutely right.
We got somebody from Canada coming up here in queue. So, Doug, I appreciate your call, sir.
Thank you very much. And John, check your email.
I'm sorry. Say again, Doug.
John, check your email. Doug is my middle name. It's my radio name.
Okay.
There's carpentry in that word. And I'm not a rich man, but if I were to send you $5 or $6, $7, you tell me, can I get one of those mugs? Because I think my coffee would taste better.
Oh, it would cost more for the mug, at least $10 to $15.
You tell me, and I'll send it in.
Okay.
There you go, John.
Yeah, just listen to the Grand Poobah here. Hey, thanks for your call.
Yeah, look, I got a story up on eaglesup.com that says that Canada is going to become the industrialized marketplace for the next decade.
Well, that's not worth $12 or $15. Oh, next subject. Doug, I'm sorry, Dave in Aaron. Bob, why do we ride Robbie?
Poor Robbie.
Well, why do we ride him so hard?
Hey, guys.
Well, because he's a Ridgeback.
Oh, okay. That could be the reason why. Hey, Dave.
Water off
How's
the
it going?
back.
Yeah, what's up?
How's it going? A question kind of going along with what Robbie was talking about. It's my 1-year anniversary in the stock market. I'm up 84%.
Congratulations.
The question I have for Bob is that I also feel like the market is going to go down the toilet. And what's the time that I should basically just sell and sit in the sidelines and then buy it up when it's cheap?
Well, first of all, now. Second of all, take your money and buy gold and silver-related assets. While the market's falling, they will go up in value.
Okay.
Now, that's a magical formula.
Bob, I only say this because this time last year I was sitting on a healthy profit. And as you know, the market turned right around, dollar strengthened, and that healthy profit diminished within a week. So I'm just obviously I'm trying to avoid repeating the same mistake I made last year
I know where Robbie's coming from.
But wait a minute. Last year was very, very unusual. The hedge funds deleveraged.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why everybody got caught in the ringer.
What's to stop the hedge funds from deleveraging again if we have another? Because as you know, declining markets, people will sell.
Look, it's
sell
an
good
easy
stocks
answer.
to pay
You don't
for
have
the
to
bad
go
ones.
into detail, Robbie. They used to be leveraged at 50 to 70 or 100 to 1. They're now leveraged at 5 and 10 and 15 to 1, where they should be. So there's no deleveraging there. The only deleveraging that's left is among the banks. And all they've got is rotten assets and nothing to sell. So the game is over for deleveraging.
So, Bob, you feel that probably if you're into the mining stocks and so forth, you're not going to see a real big downturn on it?
No, and you should be buying coins as well. Get a mixture.